All right, welcome back to the Man Cave. I'm your host, Black Iris. I hope everyone's doing well. Got a video for you today. A video called Cuckold Couples Interview. Sari and Dakota, this lovely couple, is in a very open relationship, and if you know what the C word means, you know exactly what's about to go down. But enough about that. Let's talk about it, and let's play the video.
No kids?
No,
No kids. And how old are you guys?
I'm 29.
I'm 30.
So you guys have an interesting aspect to your relationship.
Most would say yes.
How did this come about? It's called cuckolding. Tell me how that came about. Was your relationship always this way, or did it develop?
Not always. It didn't start out that way, but it developed that way.
How did that come about?
Well, do you want me to tell you how we started? Or?
Yeah, tell me. You started out as a vanilla relationship?
No, not at all. We were never vanilla. We started out actually in the BDSM. I was really into the BDSM and like slavery and sub stuff and all of that fun stuff. And so we started out as he was my master. Like we went that we were that level. And my mom found out because she looked through my phone because she was very nosy, even though I was 18 at the time. She was one of those very controlling moms at the time. And she freaked out because she saw me calling him master. And she's like, y'all can't be together anymore. No, you're never going to be together. So at 18, I left and moved into Oklahoma where we did that for a while. And then we got invited from one of his master friends to a big swingers party. And it was a lot of fun. So then we just started doing swinging. And then when we moved back to Tennessee, it was just easier to do the swinging, and because there was a bigger swingers community here than there was in Oklahoma.
So it developed into something different than Dakota being your master.
Yes. Slowly we stopped the swinging and then started doing like threesomes and all of that stuff, and then it turned into me pretty much telling him I'm sleeping with whomever I want and you're just going to sit in the corner and watch.
So you became the master, kind of.
I did. I am.
And Dakota, how does that sit with you?
I like it. I enjoy it.
You enjoy it? So what
Lacey doesn't
does
really
this
have a
look
choice.
like? I mean, Sarah will bring home men, or tell me what happens.
Ugh.
Yeah, she'll bring home guys, or we'll go meet guys at like hotel rooms or stuff.
Jeez.
But normally she just brings them home.
Yep. I like the comfort of my own home.
These are just random guys you'll meet.
Well, I have a black only preference, so all of them are black, but yes. And I made them on websites or...
Ladies and gentlemen, it is not just a black thing to go after every fat white woman. I just want to throw that one in there. I like big women, but not her. But, I don't want to be tethered down like that.
I've given my number out to people and random and just invited them over, like a guy through a drive-thru. I thought he was cute, so I gave him my number and he showed up that night.
And this happens how often?
I try to do it at least once or twice a week, but work, it's really hard.
You guys are both working?
Yes, we work full-time.
Yeah.
But
And
I do it every opportunity I can when I get free time.
Twice the past week.
Yeah, twice so far.
and Dakota, you'll sit in the room and watch?
To watch and record and stuff like that.
Really?
Or whatever the guys want me, if they want me to do stuff.
So what is your
Oh, God.
experience of this? Is it humiliating? Is it tantalizing? Is it exciting? What is it?
It is humiliating, but it's also sexy to watch a guy basically perform better than I can. It's almost like watching porn.
Do you think porn is what kind of led you into this?
Not really.
Being a voyeur? No?
Not really. So I think it went from us doing like threesomes and swinging, and to us both realizing that it was more fun if I was just watching and she was playing with the guys.
And you'll pick up different guys each time?
Well, I've got my regulars that I like, but yeah, I cycle through guys sometimes. Unless I find a regular that I really, really like, and then I'll play with him quite a bit.
But you're more closely bonded with Dakota than all these other guys, I assume, right?
Oh, yes.
How?
Most definitely.
Is it because he allows you to do this? And I use the term allow loosely. I don't think he has much control over it. I mean, I, I try not to speak about things like this because I'm like, everyone has their preferences. Everyone has their kinks. I have my kinks. We all have our kinks. But like, what goes on? And I really want to talk to men. Not shaming them. I just want to know, like, what exactly goes on your mind where you're just like, yeah, this is totally chill. I could totally do this. Yeah, that turns me on. We're not talking about some 304 that you and your boys can gangbang or something like that. I'd understand that because you have no connection to her. I'm assuming you love her if you've been together for almost what I think they said 11 years. Like, your woman's body is your temple, and something tells you that I'm okay with other men coming inside her temple, no pun intended, and having their way. Like, there's got to be something that I'm so curious because I just don't get it. To each his own, but I'm just like, I would love to know more about this situation as to why men are so comfortable with this. Like my wife, that would be the end of it. You touched her, even though she had a relationship before me. The whole fact that somebody here now actively is having some form of intercourse with you or even touch you in any way, shape, or form that I deem as disgusting, like you have to look at like, nah, I can't be with you anymore. That's done. We're done.
You're not going to leave Dakota for somebody you
Never. Never.
This is
I
a
will
safety
laugh
net.
at them and tell them, no, sorry. Not going to happen.
I'm not sorry to cut up again. Do you know why she's doing that? Because that's a safety net. All your money is, you have a man that's helping to provide for you. You both have your income. You have the life you want, no kids, and you get to sleep around wherever you want. Of course, you're okay with that. Like, oh no, I'm keeping him because you can have your cake and eat it too. And clearly, she's had a lot of cake.
You're going to take me, and then he's going to be there whether you like it or not.
and you have a sex life that continues with Dakota.
No.
So you guys don't have sex.
No.
Jeez.
Not in the traditional sense.
No, not in the traditional sense at all.
What the hell does that mean?
Oh, really? So, and Dakota, do you have sex of any sort with anyone?
Not anymore.
Not
Why?
anymore.
Why?
Where do you see this progressing? This is an unusual relationship, I would say.
It's very unusual.
I guess I have become possessive. It's mine. He's mine. I control what he does when it comes to sex and all that
Is that
stuff.
your personality to be so dominant, be the boss?
No, it didn't used to be. It's because of him. I used to be very shy and not confident at all. He's given me a lot of confidence over the years.
And she's submissive to the other guys as well.
Oh yeah, I am submissive to my partners, but dominant to him.
It's interesting. So Dakota, you enjoy being the sub, as they call it?
Yeah. It's quite a bit of fun. It's because my whole life in jobs and everything, I've always been in power, like the supervisor or something. And it's nice for somebody else to have the power and me not to have to worry about everything that's going to happen. I can just kind of go with it.
Oh, so outside of your home life, you're the boss typically at work.
Yeah, we own our own business, so I'm the boss of our little company.
He likes driving a lot more than I do too.
And but at home, she's the boss.
Yes.
I
And
don't
you
get
used
it.
to be the boss, right?
Yep.
Yeah. How is it different now for you?
Well, she controls every aspect basically now and has the same control that I had. And I just pretty much ask permission before I really do anything.
Wow.
Have you ever had like interactions with guys that just went bad, or are they always pretty much what you have planned?
What do you mean by
I mean, like,
bad?
does a guy ever have expectations that, like, why is there a guy in the room or anything like that?
No. Well, if I have guys like that, I'll normally just have him like sit outside the door and watch. That way he's still watching and everything, but the guy can be like, I'm not being watched. I can't really see, but he's just outside the door.
And is this arousing for you, Dakota?
Mhm.
It is.
I guess.
I know they're more physically fit, or they're bigger or stuff like that. They can perform better, basically, I guess,
Oh my god.
in a physical aspect.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So Sarah, so you're all the partners you bring in, the African American men, how do they compare to Dakota as a sexual partner?
Oh God.
You want me to answer? Or?
Yeah, you can answer.
They're just a lot bigger than I am, honestly. Like several times bigger.
The black men are much more well endowed than you are.
Yeah, they're much bigger than I am. And it's just an aspect of she seems to have more fun with them. She's louder. She seems to enjoy it more.
I was like, there's a reason I like doing it in my bedroom and not in hotel rooms. Doing it in the comfort of my own home and not in a hotel room where there's walls on either side.
It's interesting because obviously Dakota has evolved to a point where your happiness is more important than his pride.
Is that evolution?
A lot of men won't do that, and that's probably
I
half
would
the
say
problem.
99.9% of men won't do that.
Yeah, like a
That's
lot
one
of
the
men.
problems with the world. Men need to be a little bit more humble and listen to their women.
In Dakota, you're not feeling. I mean, there's humility.
And like you have to understand, there is a platform. There in the dark web, there are things that this is a common thing and it's popular, where guys get off with being belittled and demeaned by their wives or girlfriends, and worshiping the dude next to them. I mean, it's insane when you're listening to this. These guys are like humble about it. Like, yeah, she totally. What was it? Was it Adam 22 or 12, whatever it is? He was just like totally chill with this dude just piping his girl. And I'm like, my guy, like, whoa. Outer body experience. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, it's insane. To me, at least. Like I said, you do you, but I'm like, what exactly goes on in your head? It just tells you, yeah, I'm totally fine with this. Oh, yeah. Like, when you pulled out and it was gaping, I was just like, wow, I wish I could have done that. Like,
You mentioned that.
Yeah, there's humiliation. And I guess in some aspects, it kind of makes me feel like less of a man sometimes. But in all honesty, it doesn't bother me that bad at all.
that's a problem.
It's what she wants, and she's
That is a
happier.
problem.
Once you open your mind, it makes you more of a man.
Yeah.
Actually, and you're
nice.
great. You're a great partner to her. She's free to do whatever she wants. Her happiness is more important to you than your pride.
Yeah, and I get away with a lot of stuff that most people or guys wouldn't get away with, like buying motorcycles or buying stupid cars or spending money on stupid guns.
That's
and
the
cars.
That's the
Stupid stuff.
consolation
A happy
prize.
wife goes a long way.
If you make your woman happy, you get so many more things.
You know, you could do all that and not be with her. I mean, you're not even touching her. Or you, the desperation in men where they rather accept this than have loneliness is insane. You rather accept the bare minimum. And I'm not saying he's a handsome man or because he's not, but you know, they belong to each other. But apparently, her body also belongs to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But it is what it is. I mean, I guess he's happy, but just the way he's talking, his own mannerism does not sound like he's 100% okay with it. This is more of a submission thing and not just submit to your wife and happy wife, happy life. I think he doesn't feel like he can do any better. And this is the best he can do. He has gone down to the sunken place and he's not coming back.
And meeting African American men is not a problem for you? You just do it online, or how do you do it?
Mostly online, but sometimes I do it in person. That's what this whole tattoo means. It's supposed to symbolize I'm exclusive to black guys. It's a Queen of Spades. And what it means is that I am only exclusive to black guys. It's pretty much
Look it up.
I want to fuck you, or I want to have sex with you. Come, all you got to do is come and ask, and I will be more than willing to.
And that's what that tattoo
Yes, that's what the tattoo means.
means, really.
Yes, I have it on my chest so everybody can see it.
I would almost say that, like, even if we're together in public and a guy sees it, it's almost like a permission.
Yeah, it's
Like
permission. Like, come say hi.
Like if you have permission to talk to her, flirt with her, stuff like that. In a way.
Are you guys thinking of having kids?
We've tried having kids
Please, God, no.
since year 5 of
Don't
this
have any
12-year
kids.
relationship.
Don't have
But
kids.
over
No.
the years of just not using protection,
Yeah.
all safely, mind you, I just realized that I just wouldn't get pregnant. And we've even tried like doing the whole planning stuff and
It's probably a good
having
idea.
intercourse and stuff like that when you're ovulating, and just never happened, ever. Never even had a scare, not a once in our entire 12 years.
Are you
Praise
using
be.
condoms with all your partners?
No.
No.
Oh my.
And you're not worried about getting pregnant?
No, I'm
So
not.
it seems like you're not going to get
We'd
pregnant.
like to.
I would like to, but I've just never been able to.
You'd be okay if it was one of your other partners rather than Dakota?
That's what we've tried to.
Oh, that's what you're aiming for.
Yes, it is. If I have kids, I want it to be mixed.
Will you tell the father?
If I knew who the father is. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just like, we're not gonna ask for child support or anything.
And we wouldn't want to
Kid
hide
will
it or
still be
anything.
his, but
Yeah.
be very open about that as well. I don't want them to have any responsibilities. It'll still be our kid.
Right.
We wouldn't want to take anything away from them if they wanted anything like that.
That's true. In all fairness.
All
I
fair.
wouldn't ask for child support though, like any of that stuff.
Oh my god.
Because in the years we've been together, and with stuff I've done with other girls, I've never had any scares and never almost got a girl pregnant.
I'm pretty
And
sure.
going to the doctor, they attributed it to my size and everything, and not being able to perform right or well.
And I'm gonna be really honest with you. Your weight is also a problem too. If most guys who are obese, it will become more difficult. But when you lose the weight, not only does your Johnson grow, but it makes it much easier to reproduce. I'm just saying, it's just genetics. It's how your body's supposed to be, so you can repopulate. Maybe it's a good idea you don't. Now, the interracial part is not my problem. My problem is just like I don't know what the problem is. I'm curious because I'm sitting here listening to them talk, and I'm like, my guy, you're like okay with this? Yeah, I'm totally chill with this. Yeah, I hope he puts his seed inside of her, regardless of the race. I'm like, this is why and this is where I go towards the simp behavior part. Now, if you both want an interracial child, hey, it's as weird as that sounds, go have at it. If that child gets a wonderful life, fine. I hope that you guys stop all that nonsense and you just focus on the child. But, again, to each his own. Everyone's cowboy.
And then with her and the other guys, so it's just because at first we didn't know if it was me not able to, get her pregnant, her able to get pregnant, and then with the other guys and everything, it's both of us, I guess.
Yes, we both have problems, but that's okay.
We did what we horribly called a breeding party, and did like a gangbang where we checked all the guys, had papers and everything for tests and everything. But the whole point of it was to have like 6 or 7 guys come over and all of them attempt to get her pregnant.
Increase the chances pretty
When
much.
she was ovulating.
And it never worked.
Yeah, I guess if you don't get pregnant after that, it don't really. And we've done the tests and everything. They all came back that she can get pregnant. So we haven't went and got the more extensive test and stuff like that. But
It costs a lot.
all the initial testing all came back perfect.
Okay, I'm glad that something came out perfect. I'm going to end it here. I don't know how much this I can take. I'm going to leave the video in the description box. Wow, I don't know what else to say. I'm happy for them to find happiness in doing what they're doing. But wow. Someone in the comment section on any platform tell me, like, if you're into this, no shade, send me your email. We'll talk offline. I'm curious because I really want to really dig deep into this. What makes a man feel this way? Does he feel because of his insecurities? Does he feel like he's not being able to perform well? Does it turn him on to see other men doing what he can't do, or just watching it? Is it like porn and you want to see it's like live action porn? Do you find it entertaining to see your wife being pleasured? Do you feel like you still love her as much as you always have? Do you feel like you love her less? Are you ashamed of what you're doing? Does it turn you on to be ashamed? Like, I really want to know. I'm going to do a few more videos because I saw some other content online and I was like, I got to do it. But I was just like, I'm not going to shame either one of them. If they're happy and they don't have kids, they're not involved in the kids are not going to get bullied in school because clearly they can't get pregnant. So that's cool. But I mean, if they're happy, it is what it is. But I'm just like, this is there's another side of the world where it's not just about having children and being a perfect life and doing things. It's about exploring your sexual desires, I guess. And that's totally chill. It is. I have no problem with that. I wonder if he's 100% cool with this, or he's just going on because he doesn't have any other options. Well, I don't know. I'm going to have a drink because I got to wash out this out of my memories. But the rest of you can have a good night. And remember, the man cave is always open.